NBA 2K TV, Chris, I know you've been so excited to do this, so go ahead.
Congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers, title number 17, tying the historic Boston Celtics. Everything is right in the NBA world. We are the champs. Thank you so much, Alexis.
Well, another NBA season is in the books, and that means history has been made.
And with pregame routine.
Hey, Kevin.
It's a terrific story. David, thank you. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. And for the Spurs, we've got Murray. Aldridge out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Murray. Over Morant. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
LaMarcus does this well, getting into the mix and creating buckets off the offensive rebounds.
Murray against Morant. Pass to Valanciunas. Now here's Jackson. 6 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And, of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And, yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on.
Lyles passes to Aldridge. Spurs working the ball around now. Forbes can't get it to go.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
And finished off by Morant.
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. John Morant's a reliable finisher.
Here is Forbes following the score by Memphis. Lyles kicks to Forbes. Aldridge left side. And yes, it's good.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open band.
Morant with a wide open look. Misses the 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Now here's Morant. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
That one goes in.
Showing he's not just a perimeter threat. Forbes takes it up strong against tight defense.
Morant against Murray. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Wants to get it to Morant and does. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Aldridge, the pass to Forbes. Outside DeRozan. Murray against Morant.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the 2nd rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Now here's Jackson, Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Love the flush there from Valanciunas, leaving no doubt on that play.
Brooks finds Valanciunas. Now here's Jackson, covered by Lyles. Here's Valanciunas, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor.
For a player his size, Valanciunas has always been a good free throw shooter. We won't see a hack of Val anytime soon.
Here's Pirtle. Outside, Walker. Back to Pirtle. They need this, and the layup is good.
Really nice work. Pirtle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Here's Jones. Down low. Valanciunas in the high post. Pirtle's there. Valanciunas passes to Jones. And Pirtle sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Walker. Grizzlies with the rebound. And Clark slams it in.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Walker the pass to Pirtle. Over Clark. No good from 11 feet. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He notched 8 points. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Anderson is out there with Clark. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Gutterich in at the small forward. Melton passes to Clark. And he gets it to go. Clark's got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies.
You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
And watching Brandon Clark play, first thing you notice, young fella plays above the rim.
He's very quick off the floor, GA. Had a max vertical of over 40 inches at the combine. Did you hear me? Over 40 inches. And I think he was the steal of the draft. Fortunately for the Grizzlies, he fell to 21. What you love about Jakob Poeltl is his size, a 7-footer who plays hard on both ends of the floor.
And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Jones with it. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Inside, Anderson. The shot, no good. And the Spurs going the other way now. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has beneath no one tattooed on his arm. He says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, D.A. Thank you. Right the pass to Mills. Kicks it out to Gay. Back to Mills. And the layup's good off the glass. Mills has got his first bucket of the night.
You know, he's not someone who spends a ton of time in the painted area, but Patty Mills looking comfortable on that one.
Pass to Melton. Here's Gutterich. Out to the wing. Outside, Jones. Got a piece of it. Poeltl with the steal. Here's White. And White with the stuff.
The vertical Derek has. Have to admire how fast he gets up on these throwdowns.
Jones looking for an opening, and the shot goes in. Jones has got 4 this quarter.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
And White kicks to Bellinelli. Pass to Mills. Misses off the right iron.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Jones, the pass to Melton. Memphis moving it around. Clark against Gay. Shot clock at 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Out to Morant. The pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Fires for 3. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14. There's the dish to Valanciunas. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Shots good by Walker.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. 3-point lead. He dishes it to Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Valanciunas has got 6.
Valanciunas has made so many strides as a scorer since he started in the NBA.
To the inside, in the dunk pylon.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Valanciunas, good.
And Valanciunas just shrugging off the contact there to finish the play.
For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Right side, Aldridge. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 6.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Murray against Morant. The feed to Jackson. Pass to Morant. And he goes big with the dunk right over LaMarcus Aldridge.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a...
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. It was all Ja Morant in the first quarter. He had 10 points and 2 assists. And that'll about do it as we get ready.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
We've got Trey Lyles, also LaMarcus Aldridge out. Murray out there at DeRozan. And it's Forbes in at the 2. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with.
You know, in most NBA drafts, Ja Morant would have gone #1 overall, but not in a draft with Zion, at least not at the time.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. And Smitty, with DeJounte Murray, he's got great length at that guard position, and it can make him a menace defensively.
Yes, it does. DeJounte Murray is 6'4", but has a 6'10" wingspan. Still very young and learning about defense, but his instincts off the chart. He could end up being one of the premier defenders in the league.
Young fella.
Keep track of Ja, especially when he's in transition. He shows you right there.
Lyles kicks to Murray. DeRozan with it. He's picked up by Morant. DeRozan dishes to Murray. Back to DeRozan.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
And the Spurs with some changes. Rudy Gay's checked in for Trey Lyles, and it's White in for Murray.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Out to Brooks. Back to Morant. Valanciunas trying to free himself up, and Morant gets it to go on the assist by Brooks. Greg, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, there were more rumors that the Grizzlies' ownership were exploring relocation. Now, the lease at FedEx Forum runs through 2027, with substantial penalties for breaking it early. But playing in a small market with the financial challenges the league has seen of late, that wouldn't necessarily preclude a move someday down the road. Guys?
Hopefully they can stay put. Thanks, D.A. Birtle, the pass to White. Gay against Anderson. 8 feet away. And that one hits back iron.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And that one, good. And now it's a 10-point Memphis lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
DeRozan passes to Pirtle. DeRozan's shot is off. For Memphis, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Here's Brooks. Count it. Brooks has got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Gay in the corner. Passes it to Forbes. And here is Pirtle. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Brooks outside. Kicks it out to Jones. Anderson up top. White covering. Jones in the post. Three-pointer. Brooks. Memphis the rebound. Clark the pass to Anderson. Feeds to Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
DeRozan.
Hold on! You got to buckle up on that one. When you get your tickets to see him play, that is what you are paying for. Incredible dunk from DeRozan.
Outside, Jones. 46 seconds left to play here in the third. Brooks finds Jones. White with the defensive effort. Spurs trail by 12. Here's Forbes. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists.
That's good awareness from DeRozan. Spots the open man. That speaks to his all-around game.
Clark outside. He feeds it to Winslow. Jacks up a three. No good from Clark. Outside DeRozan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Brandon Clark.
The aggressiveness that DeRozan attacks the rim with is what gets him to the line more often than not.
Taking 2 shots. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so here's Memphis. They've led by as many as 14 points. Ball's knocked loose. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Then it's Justice Winslow. Then it's Morant. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard. And they double up Morant. Pass to Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Valanciunas has got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Memphis. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. Plays it up and banks it in.
Dominating on the interior. Aldridge has the height and knows how to use his body to create space.
Morant against Murray. And then Morant slams it in.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And Bellinelli kicks to Aldridge. The kick out to Walker. 5 to shoot. Back to Aldridge. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Morant, and it's denied. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Walker leading the charge.
Savvy assist by the veteran Aldridge. Sees the missed defensive rotation and takes advantage.
Morant scanning the floor. And finished off by Morant.
Dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
Walker the pass to Aldridge. Walker in the post. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Valanciunas. And they double up Morant. Valanciunas passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Now the pass to Lyles. Here's Aldridge. Kicks to Bellinelli. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Morant's got 12 points here in the second half.
Gotta honor Morant's 3-ball. He's more than capable of torching you from there.
1:43 left in the 4th. Jackson down low. Lyles there. Offensive rebound, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. The Spurs making a switch here. Mills is checked in, and Memphis also making a switch. Brooks checked in, and Murray's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. Down by 15. Mills dishes to Aldridge. Mills passes to Lyles, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
And the Spurs with some changes. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Walker. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Patty Mills. And they double up Morant. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You too.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. DeRozan against Winslow. Here's Morant. And stolen by Aldridge. Morant with the steal.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Grizzlies.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ja Morant.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Brooks outside. Back to Morant. And that one is off. Murray with the defensive effort. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. Oh!
Boy, did he go way up for that one.
Oof.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. Now for...
from Facebook.
Pat Riley has had quite the NBA Finals run, bringing his team to the NBA Finals in 2019-2020. How many straight decades has Pat Riley appeared in the NBA Finals?
Yes, he said decades. Is it 4, 5?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The dome of the California capital. And Dave.
Hey, good evening, Kep.
DA, the Sacramento fans would love to see that as well. Thanks so much for that report. Now a look at Memphis's starting group. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And still a ton of upside for Marvin Bagley. Talk about what you see.
Well, I see an agile, quick player off of the floor. I mean, we know he can play in the paint. I'm just interested in seeing how well he starts to stretch the game and become a 3-level scorer.
And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. Now here's Morant. It's Brooks on the wing. 5 on the clock. Fox with the steal. And the Kings pushing it up now. Bielitsa with it. Guarded now by Jackson.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that one.
Valanciunas passes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Bogdanovich. From deep three-point range and out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Morant surveying the D. Out to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. Back to Winslow. Lock at 6. Brooks outside. He dishes it to Jackson. Sacramento grabs the miss.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Bogdanovich wide open. And too long on the shot.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Morant left side. Feeds it to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
One thing Morant does with consistency, I mean, he keeps defenders off balance.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both like,
whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now. Are you for real? Morant, way up. That move is fire.
Back to Hield. Pass to Barnes. He kicks it to Joseph. Three-pointer, Hield. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That is his first foul of the game. Giles checked in for Sacramento. Jabari Parker comes in for Bielitsa. Pass to Gutowicz. Joseph against Jones. Passes it to Valanciunas. Tries again. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Over to the left wing. There's the pass to Jones. Now the dish to Valanciunas. Kicks it out to Jones. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Sacramento making some changes. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Giles. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Barnes. D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Memphis.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Here's Joseph. Up and in on the layup.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Jones looking for an opening. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Memphis needs to get off the shot here. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Joseph dishes to Parker. And Bazemore kicks to Hield. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Melton. He feeds it to Clark. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Clark's got his second basket.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
At the end of one,
Venom.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
Here's Melton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Anderson is out.
Oh! Textbook. Oh, wow. In your face.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital. And though he's very active at the offensive end, Melton probably makes his biggest impact defensively.
I agree, Gia. He works hard, shows good instincts, and reads the passing lanes very well. He's also disruptive with his speed, his length, and I like that he can play physical. He can get you out of your rhythm.
Bagley, he's checked in for the Kings. Bielitsa comes in for Parker. Winslow, the pass to Melton. Now the feed to Jackson. And he makes that one.
Now that's how you lead your teammate into an easy scoring chance. I love that decision.
Bogdanovich finds Bielitsa. Fox passes to Bazemore. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Sacramento moving it around. Back to Bielitsa. 6 on the shot clock. The 11-footer. It's Clark with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Winslow, the pass to Clark. Back to Winslow. feeds it to Jackson. The Kings trail by 4. The kick out to Fox. Bazemore passes to Bagley. And Fox has it in the corner. And it's Fox with the jam.
Is that a guard or a big? What a dime from Bagley. He continues to develop his vision.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to Winslow. And that's going to be a treble. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Giles checked in for Bielitsa. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. On a heel, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Valanciunas comes in for Clark. And it's John Morant in for DeAnthony Melton. Barnes dishes to Bagley. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, sometimes he's going to keep the possession alive. Sometimes he's going to commit the foul.
Morant against Joseph. Morant passes to Jackson. Great D that time from Bagley. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Kings. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
In the mid-range game of Hield is excellent. Always got to play up on him when he has the ball.
Joseph against Morant. .115 left in the first half. Kicks it to Winslow. Back to Morant. Dishes it to Valanciunas. Bagley with the rebound. The Kings have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. A drive by Barnes. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And finished off by Morant.
With elite speed and quickness, Morant continues to be ferocious on fast breaks.
Hield finds Joseph. Back to Hield. Now Joseph. This one for 3. Hield can't hit. Memphis leading. Now Morant. He has 5. Pass to Valanciunas. Brooks outside. Morant outside. Passes to Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Valanciunas has got his first basket of the night.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Morant with the ball. Drops in the layup for 2. Morant's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And that'll do it. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that'll do it.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bagley is out there at Bielitsa, and it's Barnes in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
And he's far from a shooter. I mean, Fox also has the ability to burn you from this area, too.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Back to Morant. He dishes it to Jackson. Brooks with no one around. And the three off target. And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
The pass to Bagley. Back to Bogdanovich. And a miss there on the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Now here's Morant for 3. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Back to Jackson. He kicks to Winslow. Sacramento grabs the miss. Bagley's got 4 rebounds in this game.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Again, the miss by the Kings. The Grizzlies have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Morant against Bagley. Morant outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 9 points.
Much more than just a perimeter threat. Morant loves to sneak inside and do damage.
Here's Bagley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well, but so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Here's Melton. That one doesn't drop. And the Kings going the other way now. Inside, Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
You love seeing this kind of aggressiveness from Parker. Outstanding at flushing it home with force.
Clark outside. Pass to Gutteridge. It's Jones on the way. Kicks to Clark. And Clark slams it in.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
The Kings trail by 4. Parker finds holes. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Anderson with the block.
And blocks like this fire Anderson up, which in turn get his teammates going as well.
They get it back. Pass to Melton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They shoot again. It's not going to go for him. Free tee that time from Bagley. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Sacramento. Giles checked in for Bielitsa. Buddy Hield comes in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Bagley. And Memphis also making a switch. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton.
So assertive off the catch. Fox knows when he has the green light to take fast shots.
Jones with it. Now guarded by Fox. Anderson wide open. Fox with the steal. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, they've got Kyle Anderson. Brandon Clark is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's John Morant. And it's Gutterich in at the shooting guard position. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They lead by 1.
Yeah, wiry, strong, and courageous. Morant's willing to slam it up in there if you give him a lane.
Morant's gotten 5 of his 7 shots to fall. Fox passes to Holmes. Here's Giles. That one off the back iron and out.
Not pretty. You've just got to shake off a miss like that.
Morant kicks to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. 6 to shoot. Back to Valanciunas. Shoots over Holmes. No good from Valanciunas.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Fox, and the layup is good.
I love the rugged ferocity Fox plays with. I mean, he's fantastic at finding ways to convert through intense defense.
Grant, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Bielitsa, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. The Grizzlies also making a change. Winslow's checked in. That's good from Morant.
You ask Buddy Hield, he says he's not just a shooter, he's a maker. And boy, he's right. One of the great marksmen, not just in the league today, but in league history.
I mean, look at the volume of threes he's attempted and his percentage. He's in elite company.
Back to Winslow. Morant right side. Jackson kicks to Morant. Over Bielitsa. Offensive rebound. Passes it to Winslow. Morant outside. And it's Bielitsa with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Kings. Bagley, he's checked in for Harry Giles. And it's Bogdanovich in for Hield. Morant dishes to Jackson. Morant kicks to Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Oh, strong defensive presence who doubles as a reliable scoring option. Valanciunas is a complete big man.
The kick out to Barnes. He feeds it to Bagley. Sacramento moving it around. The wide open look here for Fox. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Bielitsa against Morant. Left side Jackson. And there's the pass to Morant. The dish to Winslow. The three-pointer off the mark. The Kings trail by 6. Fox goes in. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Bagley lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
This is why the coaching staff has Bagley out here in these moments. I mean, because they know he can deliver.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. Morant with it. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jackson, and he banks in the layup. Jackson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
Doesn't have to break stride at all thanks to the money lead pass.
Stolen by Jackson. And here is Brooks. Outside Jackson. It's Morant in the corner. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. He kicks it to Winslow. Over Barnes. Jackson trying to break free. Goes back up. Morant outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. The Kings have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Bagley, good! And now they trail by just 4.
I like seeing young players with Bagley's mental toughness. He was unfazed in the clutch.
Morant against Fox. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Jackson, that's good.
Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Bogdanovich. Some solid defense there from Jackson. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Morant outside. 5 on the clock to the paint. Jackson finds Winslow. And here's Valanciunas. From deep. But they'll get another chance. So it's Memphis picking up the win. They seem to relish their role.
Pelicans.
We had a lot of fun in season 1, One Will Rise. But now, we're on to something new. And by that, I mean season 2. Next is now.
Yeah, the next is now, all right. And with a new
Greetings, everyone. How it's ended out.
Kevin, thank you.
He is indeed, D.A. Thank you. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. And for the Pelicans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the 3. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Now here's Brooks. They get the rebound and stay with the play. Valanciunas.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
There's Ball with the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson dishes to Morant. He can't get that one. Good D by Williamson. Here's New Orleans to the wing right side. And Holiday kicks to Ball. Holiday the pass to Ball. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. From the wing. Here's Favors. And it's Ball in the corner for 3. Pelicans keep it alive. Lets it go from deep. He can't hit that time.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Here's Morant. And stolen by Williamson. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. Ball kicks to Favors. Pass to Holiday. To the inside. Ingram. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
It's Morant with the drop.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. New Orleans has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
Pass to Winslow. Here is Brooks, guarded by Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Morant dishes to Valanciunas. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And the Grizzlies with some changes. For New Orleans, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And the wide open shot from Redick. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Here's Jones. And oh boy, a lot of contact there. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Redick. The 3. 1:52 left here in the opening quarter. It's Redick on the wing. Hayes trying to break free. And the Pelicans miss again. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Gutteridge, the pass to Melton. Here's Gutteridge. Passes it to Clark. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Hart. Good on the triple.
You know, confidence is a big part of success in the NBA, and when Hart is assertive like this, it helps him get going.
Here's Melton, covered by Redick. Outside, Jones. Poked away and stolen by Redick. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. It's Hayes, top of the key. Jackson dishes to Hayes. Jackson kicks to Hart. Redick passes to Hayes. Fires the three. Redick can't get that one to fall.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Okafor's checked in for Nicolo Melon. New Orleans in the lead. Redick with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Jones drives in. And the rejection by Jackson. Jones looking for an opening. And the pass to Melton. Fires the three. And that comes off the assist by Jones. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Grizzlies. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying times.
Being able to go through adversity and come up.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. He's out there with Jahlil Okafor. And it's Hart in at the small forward position. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Just 4 to shoot. Good on the shot. Redick's got his first basket.
Proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Redick also has a sweet touch from that area.
Clark dishes to Valanciunas. Clark right side. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Pass to Hart, back to Redick. Shoots. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Lonzo Ball has steadily improved his three-point shooting. He had to rework his form, moving his windup over to the right side of his body. He said, now my shot is more consistent. We just take it step by step. I'm going to keep working, and hopefully the percentages will keep going up. Guys?
I think we've all enjoyed watching his improvement. David, thank you for that.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Redick way outside. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's Gutterich. Memphis the rebound. Pass to Melton. Second shot opportunity. No good from Clark. Pelicans trail by 5.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Valanciunas passes to Melton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on J.J. Redick. A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people in personnel.
Not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws, he even started creating for others by the end of last year.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Ball finds Ingram out to the wing. Here's Williamson. The shot comes out, and Memphis the other way now. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. And it's Brooks in the corner. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the half. Morant passes to Jackson. That one goes. Count it. Jackson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here is Favors. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Right side Favors, outside Jackson. It's Ingram on the wing. Throws it down as the official. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's Ingram on the wing. It's stolen by Valanciunas. That one, no good. And that's it for the first half of that.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1 point. And that'll about do it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shot at the rim.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Ingram passes to Holiday. Clock at 6. Here's Williamson. The feed to Favors. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Jackson. Morant drives in. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that #2 overall pick.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Okafor comes in for Williamson. And Hart subbed in for Brandon Ingram. The Grizzlies with another miss.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
They get it again.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Now here's Morant. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Back to Brooks. Here's Valanciunas. Here's Jackson. Makes it off the glass. Jackson's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And it's Morant missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Holiday kicks the ball. Favors dishes the ball. New Orleans moving it around. Pass to Holiday. Down low. And it's Okafor missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got it. Brooks with the bucket.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Look at the big man move. Fantastic work from Favors, getting after it on the tape.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And you know, that's not the kind of percentage any player wants to see next to his name at the end of the season.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Melly is checked in for Okafor. Redick comes in for Drew Holiday. And it's Frank Jackson in for Ball. Now the pass to Melly. Here's Redick. Jackson kicks to Redick. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Redick's got it back down to single digits for the Pelicans. To the inside. And stolen by Favors. And Redick, here we go. Banked in off the glass. Redick's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Proving that he's more than just a shooter now. Redick, when he sees a lane, he takes it.
Jones with it. Favors picks him up. They swipe it. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Here's Hart. Goes back up. Favors passes to Hart. Here's Melly. Outside, Redick. 5 to shoot from deep three-point range. Fires for 3. Doesn't go that time.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Anderson. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
The shot by Redick, no good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Memphis out in front, leading by 9. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And so here is New Orleans. They trail by 9 points. They're back, Ball and Redick. At the forward slots, Ingram and Melly. And it's Williamson in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
And we're not used to seeing a big man like Williamson move like this. Puts defenders in a bind.
Greg, last year, Williamson entered the NBA as one of the most well-known rookies since LeBron James.
Already had millions of followers on social media, global name recognition. He has an above-the-rim game that produces the kinds of highlights that people want to see.
Jones drives in. Jackson gets rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson in the post, working on Anderson. The layup off target. Here's Jackson out to Brooks. Outside, Jones. He feeds it to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Jones, no one around him, drills the three-pointer. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody. Yeah, the first half was one to deep 6 or forget, but in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Now Jones. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Jackson. Kicks it out to Jones. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 13. And the dunk by Williamson.
That's just all Zion. But once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what.
Jones against Ball. Jones, the pass to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. It's Jones on the wing. Unable to get that one. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Here's Williamson, and he slams it down right on top of Brandon Clark.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
Jones finds Jackson. Kicks it out to Jones. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. 6 points for Tyus Jones. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. And the dunk by Williamson.
Good vision that time by Ball. You leave somebody open around him, and he's going to get the ball to him.
Jones drives in, and it's in there. Jones has got 7 points for the quarter.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead has got to just 7 points in the basket from Williamson.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
Clark kicks to Jones. Feeds it to Jackson. It's tipped.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Clark against Williamson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. So for the Pelicans, Derek Favors checked in for Melly. And it's Holiday in for J.J. Redick. Memphis also making some changes. Valanciunas is checked in for Brandon Clark. Justice Winslow comes in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Morant in for Tyus Jones.
Look at this young man come through in the clutch. Zion appearing more than ready to deliver.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Pelicans. It's a 5-point game. Here's Williamson.
Oh!
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Pass to Valanciunas. Right side Jackson. Trying to find Valanciunas. It's to him. And that one drops for him.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, until that final buzzer sounds, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial. Boy, he loves taking over in big spots. He doesn't back down, and you can see how much he relishes these moments.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late.
ready and waiting for you right now. Season 2 will also have new agendas featuring some of the best performances from up-and-coming players in the league, such as Luka's NBA debut and Ja Morant's first 30-point game.
As for the Season 2 reward players, well, let's just say you're in for a treat. Starting off at level 1.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on and the starting group for the Spurs. We've got Murray, Aldridge out there with Trey Lyons. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at the two-guard spot. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Lyons. To the paint. Stolen by Jackson. And it's Memphis on the break. Brooks leading the charge. And the dunk by Winslow.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Aldridge kicks to DeRozan. Pass to Forbes. DeRozan against Winslow. Murray, the pass to DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Grant, no good there. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Aldridge up on top. Out to DeRozan. Aldridge left side. And another turnover here by San Antonio. Memphis with the ball. Morant outside. Feeds it to Jackson. Tips it up. Morant on the follow.
An awesome rebounder at that position. The energy level Morant puts forth on the glass is tremendous.
Here is Forbes. The pass to Lyles. Outside for Murray. Back to Lyles. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
Morant against Aldridge. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Morant left side. Clock at 6.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
You look back at that 2019 draft. Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2, and with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
Morant with a wide open look and misses it off the right side of the rim. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
On the wing, Winslow. Morant right side. And it goes down 2 points.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Aldridge dishes to DeRozan. Back to Aldridge. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Pass to Forbes. Stolen by Brooks. It's Morant with the drive. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Morant's got 6 points.
You see the quickness there. Once Morant feels like he's got a step on you, it's over.
The rejection by Jackson. A nice shot by Winslow. And so the ball's out of bounds. Winslow touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Anderson, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. White comes in for Bryn Forbes. Brooks, the pass to Anderson. Jones, no one around him. Trains it from beyond the arc.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Here's DeRozan. Aldridge trying to break free, and it's DeRozan missing. Memphis with the ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brooks, the pass to Jones. There's the feed to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Jonas Valanciunas, the big fella dominating in the paint.
DeRozan dishes to Aldridge. Stolen by Anderson. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And it's blocked. In transition, here comes San Antonio. DeRozan leading the charge.
On the block shot, Dylan won't beat you with length, but he does have good lift off the floor.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the grip. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Rudy Gay. Mills out there with Derek White. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Bellinelli in at the 3. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. Here's Gay. Brandon Clark picking up that last basket. Here's Pirtle. Count the basket.
Really nice work. Pirtle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Outside, Jones. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And Clark slams it in.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Now here's Bellinelli. Not a lot of room. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jones, the pass to Melton. Back to Jones. Here's Gutteridge. Clark right side. Passes to Melton. Shot clock at 5. Looking for Clark, and he gets it there. And the shot goes down. Clark's got the lead up to 13 now for Memphis.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Nice shot by Pirtle.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Jones, the pass to Clark. And Pirtle pulls it down. Spurs trail by 11. And White kicks to Mills. Inside. From in close. Nice shot by Pirtle. And that's now 6 points for Jakob Pirtle.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Jones looking for an opening. He feeds it to Clark. And slam dunk by Clark.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here's White. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Pirtle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
What you love about Jakob Poeltl is his size, a 7-footer who plays hard on both ends of the floor.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Gay. DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for White. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Patty Mills. Now here's Morant. He has 6. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Morant outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Winslow wide open. He fires. No good with the triple. Spurs trail by 9. And Forbes has it in the corner. Pass to Aldridge. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
That's a bad dude right there. Aldridge taking the hit, shakes it off for the score.
And as great a player as LaMarcus Aldridge is, at times his defense can be a concern. Only getting tougher for him as he ages.
LaMarcus Aldridge, GA, will be able to score forever. Defending pick and rolls, keeping up with Bobo Biggs. That's a problem right now later in his career. Limiting minutes and picking up matchups might be the best way to disguise this.
A different look now for San Antonio. Trey Lyles comes in for Pirtle, and Murray subbed in for Bryn Forbes.
Bread and butter play. Morant and screen and roll. He'll typically make you pay.
Spurs trail by 9. The kick out to Aldridge. Over Valanciunas. Outside DeRozan. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Morant looking around. Feeds to Jackson. Back to Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Grizzly lead.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Murray, the pass to DeRozan. Aldridge dishes to DeRozan. Here's the teardrop. And that would have counted, but his shot was off. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Memphis up.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. There was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half. He had... That's all for now.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting...
Oh, my goodness!
Did you see
what a
play? Unbelievable. As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Aldridge kicks to Forbes. Morant against Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Aldridge. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Aldridge has got 6.
As a coach, this is how you like your plays to end. Aldridge with a high percentage look.
Here's Morant. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
When DeRozan gets to the rim like that, you know how it's going to end.
The pass to Brooks. The 3. Rebound San Antonio. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game. They need to avoid that.
Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
And that one's good. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Forbes the pass to Aldridge. Here is Forbes. Brooks covering. Back to Forbes. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the 2 teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the 2 teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the 3 and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. Murray dishes to Aldridge. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Some changes for Memphis. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Justice Winslow, and Tyus Jones subbed in for Ja Morant. Then for the Spurs, Bellinelli, he's checked in for Lyles. Walker comes in for Bryn Forbes, and it's White in for Murray. Jones finds Anderson. It's stolen by Bellinelli. And it's Walker penetrating, and Walker throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Gutteridge, the pass to Clark. Shooting. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Anderson outside. Pass to Jones. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. The shot's good. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 10. Back to Bellinelli. The Spurs working the ball around now. Pirtle against Clark. Here's Melton. The dish now to Clark. Passes it to Melton. Jones against White. Jones in the post. Clark, the pass to Gutteridge. Clark. And Clark is right there. Clark's got 14.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Jones against White. Gay kicks to White. 6 to shoot. Pass to Pirtle. Some solid defense from Clark. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's Jones on the wing. White covering. Jones against White. Jones in the post. 5 points in the game. Here's Anderson. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 5th assist in this one. Pirtle, high post to stop the run, and he sinks the layup. He's got 10.
Love the razor-sharp focus. Pirtle bouncing off contact and finishing well.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. His production has been flowing. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got DeRozan. Rudy Gay is out there with Jakob Poeltl. And it's Mills. And it's Walker in at the shooting guard position.
With the ball on the string, Ja Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
Walker finds Poeltl. The kick out to Walker. Gay outside. Here's Poeltl, and the dunk by Poeltl.
It doesn't take much for Poeltl to throw it down. At 7 feet tall, all he has to do is be near the hoop.
Morant outside. Left side Jackson. Poeltl with the steal. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. Here's Walker. Back to Mills. Deflects the pass. On the wing, DeRozan. The feed to Poeltl. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Kicks it to Valanciunas. Stolen by Gay. Poeltl with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. The 3 from Mills. No good that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. And it's Memphis on the break. Jackson misses. Spurs trail by 12. In transition. Here come the Spurs. Back to Gay. Here's Poeltl. The kick out to Walker. It's Gay on the wing. Clock at 6. Valanciunas on the double team. Poeltl finds Gay. Second chance shot. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Valanciunas, he's got that long wingspan. You saw it right there on that play.
Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
DeRozan in the corner. Another shot, and Poeltl lays it up and in. Poeltl's got 4 points this quarter.
Got to be on the lookout for Poeltl crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Now here's Morant, covered by Mills. And that one's good, Morant. Morant's got 24.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Knocks it loose. Poeltl kicks to Mills. Poeltl against Valanciunas. They get it back. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Poeltl using his frame well, drawing the defense into him on his shot.
He misses the free throw. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Great positioning on the putback. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Grizzlies.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Ja Morant.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Hurdle is terrific at positioning himself for these putback jams. He's a load down there.
Morant outside. On the wing, Winslow. Back to Morant. From the arc. Morant with another miss. In transition, here come the Spurs. And here they go. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
It's the 2KMC, and I'm here to inform you on everything going down in the neighborhood. This weekend, it's Basketball Gods. See how long you can go without taking an L as your long...
Well, you can't help but notice the high style of the Grizzlies. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the 5. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
On the wing, Barnes. Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. Up top, Fox. Brooks covering. Bogdanovich. That's for 2. Morant with some nice D.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Well, if you let Justice Winslow get loose on the fast break, he's going to get loose around the rim.
To the middle. Bagley the pass to Fox. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And getting to the free throw line more and more. G.A. awfully tough to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, he's just got to knock him down, though. I mean, a free throw percentage, I think he can and will improve upon.
Now, here's Valanciunas following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. 4 on the shot clock. Morant finds Winslow. Here's Jackson. Bagley with the rebound. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The putback. Valanciunas grabs the board.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And it's Sacramento's ball. Here's Fox. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Well, Fox really daring them right now to foul him on the inside.
And De'Aaron Fox, one of those hyper-athletic point guards, but still more slight of build than a Westbrook or, in their primes, John Wall, Derrick Rose. Do you think he needs to get stronger?
Well, I think that's a great question, and you could take it 2 ways. Yes, physically, and yes, mentally. I mean, he's getting a ton of minutes in the early part of his career, and De'Aaron Fox is learning how to be a better leader. So the answer, does he need to get stronger? He is. Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the potential of Morant is sky high. A dynamic guard. He plays with a Russell Westbrook type edge and intense on both ends.
Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Sacramento. And so Fox will bring it up for the Kings. Trailing by 2. Kings moving the ball around. Hield kicks to Barnes. Bielitsa passes to Barnes. Fox against Morant. And Fox gets it to go. 6 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Well, hard to get Fox off of his center of gravity. So low, so quick, and phenomenal at scoring when he gets hit.
Morant dishes to Winslow. Down low, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So both teams making some changes here. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And Joseph kicks to Hield.
Hey, yo, right here.
Joseph against Jones. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Offline with his 3. Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Jones up top, covered by Barnes. Barnes against Jones. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Back to Giles. The drive by Barnes. And that one drops.
And how about Barnes getting inside and just muscling that one up?
Jones in the post. Joseph on him. And the basket by Jones. .104 left in the first quarter of the game. Joseph, the pass to Giles. Joseph down low. Working on Jones. Joseph, that's good.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Jones looking for an opening. The feed to Valanciunas. Back to Jones. On the wing, Brooks. Clock at 2. Jones kicks to Brooks. Lets it go with the 3.
Well, on defense, Barnes has reach and quickness, and he stayed all over that shot.
Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Brooks. Sacramento also making some changes. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Giles. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Harrison Barnes. Healed outside. From the line, Sacramento again missing. Here's Melton. Clark outside and slam dunk by Clark.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
It's a tie game. Getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. We've got Tyus Jones. Clark is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Gutteridge in at the small forward. Jones has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Joseph. Basket good. Joseph's got the lead up to 2 now for the Kings.
Kent Bazemore knows that his contributions come from being active and Bazemore becoming a better passer.
Jones drives in, feeds to Clark. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
To the inside, and Joseph kicks to Holmes. Over Clark. No good off the back of the rim. And here are the Grizzlies now. The finish. And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Pass to Bazemore. Joseph against Jones. Joseph dishes to Bogdanovich. Back to Joseph. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Defended by Jones. Shot by Joseph. No good. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Clark. And that one clearly. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Oh, that gets everybody fired up. The point guard, De'Aaron Fox, up on the rim.
Here's Morant. And the layup's good off the glass. Morant's got 6 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Fox kicks to Bielitsa. Back to Fox. The pass to Bielitsa. Off target with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
It's Morant with the drive. To the paint. Bagley with the rebound. The Kings trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Holmes throws it down.
More and more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Morant passes to Jackson. Fox against Morant. Here's Jackson. A second chance effort. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. Tries again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, with that little pump fake, Morant has a sneaky way of initiating contact.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Valanciunas comes in for Brandon Clark. And Brooks subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. Sacramento also making some changes. Harry Giles is checked in for Bagley. Harrison Barnes comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And Hield subbed in for Kent Bazemore. The Grizzlies have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. The first one falls.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Fox goes in. That one no good. And Memphis the other way now. Inside and stolen by Barnes. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. And it's Fox with the jam.
Sometimes rebounds come to you if you're just alert, and that time Barnes sniffed that one out.
Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of 4 men playing a lot of post up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
Here's Fox following the basket by John Morant. Fox goes in.
Yeah, it's so hard not to foul Fox. Sometimes that burst of speed, you can't react in time. You got to get physical and foul.
This is his second trip to the line in this one, and he knocks down the first one. Anderson, he's checked in for Morant. He's off on the second.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Anderson outside. Back to Winslow. Now here's Valanciunas. Defense is right there. Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jackson has the open look, and the baseline jumper no good. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Here's Giles. Grizzlies with the rebound.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Anderson right side. On the wing, Winslow. So that'll be it for the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50. And
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bielitsa. And it's Bagley in at the 5, roaming the paint. And here are the Kings now. The Grizzlies making the shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's Morant. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Morant kicks to Brooks. Out to Morant. Bagley with the block.
Don't want to go inside with the height and reach of Marvin Bagley around.
And he elevates for the slam. Justice Winslow did not like that.
Well, Bagley can really get up with that length. That's a nice throwdown.
Morant against Fox. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Parker's checked in for Sacramento. Corey Joseph comes in for De'Aaron Fox. Clark, the pass to Valanciunas. Back to Clark. Passes it to Valanciunas. And the Kings pushing it up now. Barnes. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right? And how about Harrison Barnes playing with a little bit of flair out there?
Joseph against Jones. Got a piece of it. And the Kings pushing it up now. And finished off by Bagley.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Jones. The Kings getting the bucket. Pass to Gutteridge. The dish to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Now here's Barnes. This one for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Clark. Pass to Gutteridge. Brooks with no one around. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Now it's a 3-point Grizzly lead. To the middle. Bagley finds Barnes. Back to Bagley. Puts the move on. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. Winslow comes in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Morant in for Tyus Jones. Here's Gutteridge. Valanciunas. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
There's 1:34 left in the third. Heel dishes to Bogdanovich. It's good from long range. Bogdanovich has got his first 3 points of the game.
I think he's just going to get more and more confident from behind the arc and become a more consistent scorer in this league as time goes by.
Now here's Morant. 11 points in the game. And Finished off by Morant.
Winslow out there surveying and finds the open man.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Kings. It's a three-point game. Bazemore on the wing. The three-pointer, no good. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Kicks it to Winslow. To the right side. Morant drives in. Good work there as it goes. Morant's got 15.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
Bazemore, no one around him. Misses the three. Jackson kicks to Winslow. There's the pass to Morant. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Memphis out in front. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Anderson and Jackson inside. Then it's Winslow. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Melton in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Out in the open court, few defenders can match up with Morant. He's too fast and skilled.
And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. The Kings also at the sub. Barnes is checked in. Memphis leading by 7. Here's Melton. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Stolen by Anderson. Melton's shot is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Passes it to Barnes. From 18 feet away. No good that time. And Memphis the other way now. And it's Memphis on the break. Morant outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Well, he was very reliable, keeping the ball in his hands during the first half. He's had a bad case of the butterfingers here in the second.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Now here's Barnes. The rebound by Anderson. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. It's Fox with the drive. Some solid defense from Clark. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Anderson outside. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Brooks with it. Shot clock at 6. Pulls it from the elbow. And another miss by Memphis. The Kings trail by 9. Now Bielitsa. They kick out to Hield. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Holmes trying to free himself up. Hield can't hit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Memphis making a change here. Morant's checked in. Corey Brewer's checked in for Sacramento. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's foul number 2 for him. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And a change for Sacramento. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Corey Brewer.
How about that? Just accepting the contact and still getting the finish for Fox.
Morant outside. He dishes it to Valanciunas. Morant against Fox, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And the 7-footer Valanciunas with the foul. A big who isn't just skilled, but also brings that toughness.
And Memphis making a change here. Winslow's checked in, and Valanciunas no good on that one. To the inside. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Hield.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Morant surveying the D. And they double up Morant. Winslow kicks to Morant. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And here is Fox. And the rejection by Valanciunas. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And when Morant is cooking like this, it's fun to watch. He burns you in so many ways.
Fox, that shot is in just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
Morant drives in, and there it is for him. Morant's got the lead up to 9 now for Memphis.
You see the quickness there. Once Morant feels like he's got a step on you, it's over. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Now here's Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Up top, Morant. Guarded by Fox. Valanciunas against Holmes. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got the lead back up to 9 now for Memphis.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Morant against Holmes. Morant outside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Well, this is when Fox is at his best. Once he gets a step on the defense, you're pretty much going to read the back of that jersey.
So it's...
At 2K, we are all about doing our part to helping achieve social justice worldwide.
So today we are launching a new series in partnership with the Spring Hill Company to address injustice and
The scene is being... Welcome to 2K Sports. We have DA.
Hey, Kevin. Giroux.
Terrific. David, thanks. Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the small forward. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Ingram. Over in the corner, Williamson. Back to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Ingram from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you, the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
And there's Jackson on the assist by Morant.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Williamson outside. That one doesn't go. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. What we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
And that one's good. Ingram.
NBA athletes are getting longer, more athletic, better. Ingram's a perfect example.
Morant with a wide open look. Off target from three-point range. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Ingram wide open. That one a little long.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
Morant kicks to Valanciunas. Brooks outside. Up top, Valanciunas. Here's Morant. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
Ball with it. Outside Holiday. In the corner, it's Ingram. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Ingram is so rangy. Hard to affect his shot without fouling.
That free throw, no good. Nelly is checked in for Derek Favors. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Well, think about the high ceiling that this kid Brandon Ingram has. I mean, and with his long arms, I mean, he can reach the rafters.
Morant looking around. He dishes it to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. He feeds it to Jackson. Out to Morant for 3. Clock at 4. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. And here's Ingram from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Ingram's got 6. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
And the Pelicans with possession here. The Grizzlies making the shot. They recover it. Goes back up. Misses off the left iron. And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. Morant with it. Now defended by Williamson. Morant kicks to Winslow. Morant right side. Stolen by Holiday. Ball against Morant. And there's the pass to Melly. New Orleans moving it around. Out to the right wing. Ball finds Williamson. It's Ingram on the wing. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Morant against Ball. Morant passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Out left to the wing. Outside Holiday. Outside Ball. It's Ingram on the wing. Back to Ball. From deep. And it's Ingram missing. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Morant against Holiday. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Releases from 15. Valanciunas. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was...
It's a tie game in Memphis. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
We've got Tyus Jones. Brandon Clark is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Gutteridge in at the 3. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Right wing. Hart kicks to Jackson. Redick is in the corner. Pass to Hart. Over to the wing. And here is Okafor. Outside Jackson. It's Redick on the wing. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Solid ball movement there. I like seeing Hart make an effort to get it to his open guys.
Jackson against Jones. To the paint. Here's Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Passes it to Redick. Okafor against Clark. Outside Jackson. Out to the right wing. Outside Redick. Three-pointer. And Jones pulls it down.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Melton's shot is good.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Hart kicks to Hayes. Pass to Jackson. Down low to the right side. Okafor, the pass to Hayes. Right wing. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Jackson. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
For Memphis, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Melton. No good with the layup. The Pelicans trail. Inside. The Grizzlies shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on J.J. Redick.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions. to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Valanciunas. Great D that time from Favors.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
They grab their own miss. Here's Melly, and he hits it to tie the game up.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Outside, Jones lays it up and banks it in. Jones has got his first 2 points.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it, opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Redick for 3, up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Favors has got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
Jones against Jackson. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jackson, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Winslow comes in for Kyle Anderson. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Milton. And it's Morant in for Tyus Jones. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Williamson is checked in for Melly. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Ball subbed in for Jackson.
No, this is just being a good team. Morant making sure to whip the ball over to his open man.
Brooks against Holiday. It's Ingram on the wing. The pass to Ball. Ingram outside. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. And that does it for our halftime.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Brandon Ingram with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. Morant outside. The feed to Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, you see how focused Valanciunas is? When he's got this positioning, he's determined to score. And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Well, with Ingram's length and athletic ability, he can really get flashy with his dunks.
Morant outside. On the wing, Winslow. Dishes it to Jackson. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
That's what a point guard with length gives you. I mean, Morant is built perfectly for the modern game.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Grizzlies making a switch here. Gutterich is checked in. And then for New Orleans, Okafor comes in for Derek Favors. And Hayes subbed in for Zion Williamson. I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Tips it, and staying with the play, Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies.
Oh, I love the rapid intensity right there. Valanciunas, he is capable of doing real damage on the offensive boards.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Morant outside. Valanciunas, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, defense tries to stop Morant's drive, but his nimbleness ensures he still gets to a good shot.
And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Morant left side. And Okafor with the block. And he's able to get it back. Second chance shot. Clark trying to get open. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. DeAnthony Melton. He's checked in for the Grizzlies. And the Pelicans also making a change. LA's checked in. Outside for Redick. Pass to Holiday. New Orleans moving it around. Now here's Redick. Tight defense on him. That shot no good. Memphis leading by 4. Jones in the post. It's good.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Hayes the pass to Hart. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Melton feeling it out a bit. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Grizzlies shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And the technical free throw is good. Winslow's checked in for Tyus Jones. Williamson is checked in for New Orleans. Anderson outside. Feeds it to Clark. And stolen by Williamson. Here's Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Here's Gutteridge. Covered by Redick. Melton passes to Clark. Here's Melton. Good D by Williamson. 27 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now just a 1-point Grizzly lead.
Williamson with the elite ability to finish off contact. And it's just not the strength. It's the body control.
Melton passes to Clark. Here's Gutteridge. And again, Memphis no good. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. He gets it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Grizzlies lead by 1. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. The Pelicans shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Justice Winslow out there with Brooks, and it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. On defense, Memphis. It's a 1-point game. Back to ball. Clock at 6. It's Ingram on the wing. And he makes good on the layup. 14 points for Brandon Ingram.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Passes to Jackson. It's Brooks on the wing. Launches it. Favors with the rebound. Favors got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's Ball penetrating. Makes it off the glass. Ball's got his first bucket in this one.
Now look, you see the athleticism right there? Gotta like watching Ball go into the lane and finish.
Morant kicks to Valanciunas. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his...
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Moran finds Jackson. On the wing, Jackson. Here's Morant. Banked in off the glass.
Well, he's shown great patience tonight. I mean, he went through a scoreless first half, but didn't get down on himself. I mean, now he's got it going.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Slithering into the lane with such ease. When Ingram is aggressive, it forces the D to act.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Pelicans. Both free throws good for Ingram. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And that one's good, Williamson.
What an excellent distributor Zoe is. I mean, he has a knack for getting it to his open teammates.
And finished off by Morant.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of...
Oh, look at him fly!
Get out the way! Well, watching him in college, Zion showed he was a big game, big moment player. That's a huge bucket right there.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And this is what you want from your leader. No moment is too big for Morant.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. They lead by 1. Here's Redick. And he banks in the layup.
That's just the veteran leadership of Redick. When you need a bucket, he wants to be the one taking that shot.
Here's Morant. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. They get Derek Favors.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Ingram kicks to Redick. Ball, the pass to Redick. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Outside, Ball. Redick dishes to Williamson. That shot missing. Nice D from Valanciunas. His leads have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Brooks outside. Ball against Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Brooks kicks to Winslow, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Outside, Redick. Back to Ball. It's Ingram on the wing. It's in!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
And it's Morant missing.
They came close there to tying it up.
That was a really important possession, especially at this stage of the game. Painful miss.
That's how you do it. You want to be the best in the world? You have to be the best when it counts, man.
Here's Morant. The offensive rebound. There's Winslow. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Poked loose. And a deep 3 from Redick. From outside, off the mark. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. It's good.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away. Fires from the corner. The putback. Count. You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory.